first time. But to do so, they have to extend a remarkable record of which only their fans packed into Plough Lane may be aware. Because the Dons have scored in all their last 45 home matches. They haven't drawn a blank here since April '83. And as former amateur cup winners who joined the Football League less than 8 years ago, Wimbledon have come further in that short space of time than any other club. Their team is unchanged from Saturday when their hero was goalkeeper Dave Besant. He's one of 8 survivors from the side which beat Forest here last season when the goals came from number 4 Steve Galliers and number 11 Glyn Hodges. 8 of the 12 Forest players on duty also figured in that Milk Cup tie, including number 9 Gary Birtles, who played his first senior match for 9 months on Saturday after his back injury. As for Brian Clough, his FA Cup record is nothing short of a jinx. In 30 years as a player and a manager, he's never even got as far as the semi-final in this competition. Referee Neil Midgley of Salford to start this replay. Wimbledon normally bustling and buoyant at home, they're in the white shirts, and Forest, as we know, can be cunning campaigners when they're playing away. It was Cork, and now Evans trying to play it on for Fishenden, and Hodges in the centre, and a corner. This is where Wimbledon will be hoping for the early strike. Hodges has gone across to the far side to take it. And Seggers looked confident. He's getting plenty of assistance from this swirling breeze. That was Swain. And now Davenport. It's Fishenden who only managed to strike Galliers with the pass intended to go further forward. Forest, who won away in the last round in a replay at Newcastle after extra time, so they've been over the course in that sense before already in this season's competition. Hodge, Birtles, Davenport, Hodge again. It was nicely played by Forest. This is Hodge. And the swift movement which befits a First Division team came there from 3 Forest forwards. And Ian Bowyer grappling there with Galliers. Sanchez now for Wimbledon, looking for Hodges, but McInally with the header. Now Wigley. Court wanting it put in towards the near post, that's where it's gone. Winterburn. Evans trying to turn, he did! And it's a goal! Fishenden finished that off to make absolutely sure, but Evans was the player that had the shot. Winterburn put it in, Evans turned, it went right across the face of the goal, and Fishenden and the left-back Swain seemed to actually play it in between them. 12 minutes gone, and Wimbledon, the second division side, have taken the lead. Find themselves coming from behind on this tight little ground. Brian Clough's team really up against it here. Free kick to Forest to be taken by Hodge. that's awkward, and my word, a good effort by Paul Hart to snatch the equaliser right away. Paul Hart thundering forward, and he wasn't particularly well covered by Evans. This is Winterburn. And again. Now Hodges. Wimbledon playing with understandable confidence. And there's Sanchez with a chance to make it too. And Sega saves well. Good swift attacking in the Wimbledon tradition. Forest know now they're in a match. Wigley. Played right across, Hodges over on the far side. Here's Hodge. Trying to go round the outside of Gage, and Forrest got a free kick. Ian Bowyer, the Forest captain, receiving attention. They wouldn't want to lose him at this critical stage in the evening. Hodge with the kick, and Fairclough getting up and forcing only a goal kick. So on comes Colin Walsh, and what a blow for Forest to lose Bowyer so early in the match. Well, the cup scene has moved now to southwest London after all the drama at York on Saturday. Winterburn needs to go right really for Wimbledon, because they had players to spare on the other side. And instead, in stoppage time at the end of the first half, they have conceded a free kick. Nethod was bundled over by Hodges, and he's looking for Davenport. But they're watching Davenport so closely. He's got two to beat. Got the cross in, Birtles! Forest's best chance, made out of nothing really. First by Davenport, and then as he turned against Morris there, Birtles also turned well, but the shot could have been better. Birtles, oh, well played. This is Wigley. Now Forest have got some players forward here, and Wigley went all the way to the line. Oh, hit the post and was bundled out and driven back, and Nethod couldn't make it. And the really unlucky player was Kenny Swain with that terrific drive. Either Besant or the defender got in the way. Half-time comes with Forest within a whisker of equalising, because right on the whistle, Wigley here got almost to the dead ball line, and watch for Hodge coming in between the two defenders. He hits the post. They're so lucky there, Wimbledon. So at half-time, they managed to hang on to their lead. The absence of Ian Bowyer means that Steve Hodge has had to adjust his role to accommodate Walsh, and Forest without their captain, who's so important to them in terms of spirit, and in fact turned their last replay at Newcastle, they've got an even harder task now. Came off Fairclough's head, Bishenden! Good effort and not far away from his second. Well, this lad Bishenden, who's only 21, scored twice in the last round against Burnley. Gage, Hodges, Paul Hart won it well. Forest looking for something from Wigley here now as the orthodox winger. Pulled it back for Hodge. Davenport! Oh, it just needed a touch from Peter Davenport. Excellent wing play here by Wigley. The cutback actually was for Hodge, but when his effort went in there, Davenport could have turned it into goal, and perhaps should have done. It's Cork. What makes this cup match, this replay, so appetising is that at the moment, forwards at both ends are getting the better of defenders. Walsh, well, that's a lovely looking ball to Davenport, and he's in. Here is Davenport, and he can't do it either. How many more chances does Brian Clough's team need without scoring? Walsh put the ball through, but the manager must feel now that not only should they be level, they should be in front. Davenport is the top goal scorer, and although Besant made a very good attempt to stop him, you would expect Davenport to do better. Bouncing a bit, and Evans, oh, and Sega's just doing enough. Goodness me, the long kicks, part of the Wimbledon ploy, as their fans know, with the wind, as we suspected in this second half, are giving Forest nightmares. Besant is so good at getting distance, and the opposite goalkeeper was scared into making a last-ditch save. Gage with the corner. And Evans is up. Fairclough nearly an own goal. And a shot by Sanchez. And Forest break with Gary Birtles. Well run back by Gallius. Little touch inside from Hodges to Sanchez. And he didn't need to shoot there. He had Evans in a wonderful position to his left. But just a moment ago, Fairclough nearly put Wimbledon 2 up inadvertently. It was his back header from the corner by Gage, and he was glad that Steve Hodge was on the line. Walsh's ball is aimed at Hodge. And he knows, Mick Smith, just how close his team are. Neil Midgley has checked his watch. Fairclough to Hodge, and Davenport, this could be their last chance. Davenport goes down, referee says no foul, corner. Forest have got to throw everybody forward and hope there's just enough time to take this corner. Swain had the header, but it's safe for Wimbledon. There's going to be a right old knees up here any moment now. And Wimbledon go into the record books. They're in the 5th round for the first time in their history, and the FA Cup jinx strikes again on Brian Clough. He still can't beat Dave Bassett, and Paul Fishenden's goal puts Bassett's team through in this replay. Record receipts tonight here at Plough Lane of over £27,000. A crowd of over 10,000 have seen a side who weren't even in the Football League 8 years ago defeat a team who quite recently won the European Cup twice. Wimbledon go through, Nottingham Forest go out, and the memorable scenes shift now from York to this corner of southwest London as another giant falls. Wimbledon now at home in the 5th round to West Ham or Norwich City.
Extraordinary. Dave Bassett marches on, and as John said, that's club history for Wimbledon.